بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وكذا إن شبه بمن لا يحل له النظر إليها على التأبيد من محارمه مثل أخته أو عمته أو أمه من الرضاعة. And likewise, in others, likewise, he'll also become a muzahir. If he resembles her with those women whom looking uh, to them is not permissible for him uh, forever from his maharim, right? Like his sister or his paternal aunt or his mother from his foster mother, right? لأنهن في التحريم المؤبد كالأم, because they in being haram forever is just like the mother. So instead of him saying anti alayya ka dhahri ummi, what he says is anti alayya ka dhahri ukhti or ammati, whatever. You understand it? Then it also is a muzahir. ذلك إن إذا قال رأسك علي كظهر أمي أو فرجك أو وجهك أو رقبة مزاير. We said your head upon me is like the back of my mother, or your farj, or your لأنه يعبر بها عن جميع but expressed with these words you say wajh, you mean the whole part. في الشاعي ثم يتعدى كما بيناه في طلاقه. And when you said half of you or 1/3 of you, it doesn't say which half, right? So it means any half or any 1/3. So the hukam, in other words, that hurmat goes into now into half, an unspecified half. You understand? The hukam will be established in the unspecified share, fishai, right? Then it penetrates to the whole body, just as we explain in talaq. You know, if you tell your wife, half of you are divorced. Now what happens is an unspecified half becomes divorced, then the divorce spreads to the whole body. You got it now? ولو قال أنت علي مثل أمي أو كأمي يرجع إلى نيتي لينكشف حكمه. And if he says, you are upon me like my mother, so it's a bit different now. What's the words of Ishar? You are upon me like the back of my mother. That's the famous words of Ishar. And that's the root words of Ishar, right? But now he said, you are upon me like my mother. Or ummi, like my mother. Then it will refer to his niyat so that its ruling can become manifest. فإن قال أردت الكرامة فهو كما قال. And he said, I intended honor. Then it just as he said. You understand? You are to me, while he's telling his wife, you are to me like my mother. In other words, you are as honorable to me like how my mother is honorable to me. Right? So then it's just as he says, لأن التكريم بالتشبيه فاش في الكلام, because giving honor by resembling is widespread in speech. You understand? That is normally said, you to honor one, you say, you are just like the lion, or you are just like that great person. You understand it? So that is widespread in speech. When called aradtu zihara fahuwa ziharun. And we said I intended zihar, and it will be zihar لأنه تشبيه بجميعها, because here it is resembles with her entire self. وفيه تشبيه بالعضو, and in resembling the entire self is also resembling what I lam. ولكنه ليس بصريح. However, it is not clear. فيفتقر إلى النية, so it needs a niyat. You understand it? So because when you say like the back of my mother, that's in one lump that you're resembling your wife to the back of your mother. But now you're resembling your wife to your whole mother. You understand? So it can be zihar. When call aratu talaka for talakun ba'inun. And if we said I intended talak, then it is talak ke ba'in. لأنه تشبيه بالأم في الحرمة, because that's now resembling with the mother in being haram. That you are upon me like my mother. You understand? It means you are haram upon me like how my mother is haram upon me. That's what it could mean also. فكأنه قال أنت علي حرام. It says though he's saying now you are upon me haram. When I was talaq, and then he intended talaq for that, then it will become talaq bain. You understand it? وإن لم يكن له نية فليس بشيء. And if he had no niyat now, then there's nothing in the Abi Hanifata wa Abi Yusuf, according to Shaykhain, لاحتمال الحمل على الكرامة, because of the possibility of carrying it upon honor. You know, you are upon me like my mother. What's your niyat? No niyat. Right. That means then Sheikh can say no talaq also. Because it's possible, the possibility of honor is there. Right. Right. وقال محمد رحمه الله يكون ظهارا. Imam Muhammad said it will amount to الزهار لأن التشبيه بعضو منها لما كان ظهارا فالتشبيه بجميعها أولى. Because when resembling what they learn from the mother, when that is zihar, then resembling what the entire self to a great extent, it will be zihar. That's what Imam Muhammad is saying. وَإِنْ أَنَا بِالتَّحْرِيمَ لَا غَيْرْ فَإِنَّ أَبِيُوسُفْ هُوَ إِلَاءٌ. And we intended what it hurmat and nothing else. And say, Anti alayya mislu ummi. Right. So what you intended is I intended hurmat, tahrim. Right. Nothing else. Then according to Imam Yusuf, it amounts to ila. ليكون ليكون الثابت به أدنى الحرمتين. So that which is established with it is the lesser of the two hurmats between zihar and ila. Ila is the lesser of the two hurmat. You understand it? Because you can remove ila what just breaking the oath, and then you pay kafar of the oath. But zihar is the penalty there is much higher. You understand it? The kafara there is much higher, right? Right. So the ila is the lesser of the two hurmats. وإن محمد رحمة الله زهار. And according to Muhammad, it still amounts to zihar. لأن كاف التشبيه لأن كاف التشبيه تختص به. Because that kaf of resemblance is special for zihar. So when you say anti alayya ka ummi or misla ummi, then that's called zihar in it. He says, right? ولو قال أنت علي حرام كأمي ونوى ظهارا أو طلاقا فهو على ما نوى. Right now, you change your words. Right? You say you are upon me haram now. You use the word haram, right? Like my mother, and he intended zihar or talaq, then it's what he intended. لأنه يحتمل وجهين, because this carries both possibilities. الزهار لمكان التشبيه. It carries the possibility of zihar because of the tashbih that's there, the ka that's there, right? What talaq, it also carries a possibility of talaq لمكان التحريم, because of that word of hurmat. You understand? That hurmat, the words of hurmat there amounts to a talaq. What tashbihu ta'akidun lahu. And then chinka there after that, after using haram, now tahrim, it was to it would actually amount to a talaq, right? Talaq bain. And then, but okay, then your question comes, what about the kaf that comes after the ka? So they say that ka there is only just emphasizing the hurmat, is emphasizing the hurmat. وَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ لَهُ نِيَّةٌ فَعَلَى قَوْلِ أَبِي يُوسُفَ إِلَاءٌ. And if we had no niyat in this case, and upon the call of Imam Yusuf, it amounts to ila. وعلى قول محمد زهار. And according to قول Imam Muhammad, it amounts to zihar. وَالْوَجْهَانِ بَيَّنَّاهُمَا. And the two reasons we have already explained this to you. Right. وَإِنْ قَالَ أَنْتِ عَلَيَّ حَرَامٌ كَظَهْرِ أُمِّي now. So one is أنت علي حرام كأمي. Now you're saying أنت علي حرام كظهر أمي. ونوى به طلاقا أو إيلاء لم يكن إلا ظهارا عند أبي حنيفة رحمة الله عليه. And intends with the talaq or ila, it will not be except a zihar according to Imam Hanifa rahmatullahi. وَقَالَ هُوَ عَلَى مَا نَوَى. And Sa'ibain say it will be what he intended. Right. لأن التحريم يحتمل كل ذلك على ما بينا. Right, because the word tahrim, it carries the possibility of all of that upon that which we explained. غير أن عند محمد إذا نوى الطلاق لا يكون ظهارا. Except that according to Muhammad, when he intended talaq, it will not لا يكون ظهارا, it won't be a zihar. وعند أبي يوسف يكونان جميعا. And according to Imam Yusuf, it will be both a talaq and zihar. وقد عرف في موضعه, and this will be known in its place. In other words, the explanation for this here and the details of this is mentioned in other kitabs in more detail. ولأبي حنيفة أنه صريح في الظهار. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah is dalil is that this words are clear in zihar. فلا يحتمل غيره. Right, so it cannot carry the possibility of any other meaning. ثم هو محكما. Then it is fixed for zihar. This words here. And these are the basic words, the basis of zihar, right? فَيُرَدُّ التَّحْرِيمُ إِلَيْهِ. So that word haram, then that's coming there after that, right? Will be the word haram there will be diverted to the zihar. The word haram will divert and have the meaning of zihar. Leave it till there.